I think it's really fantastic for people to get a chance to meet people in the industry doing it themselves, and you get such a flavour of what they're really up against, what the issues are, the skills you need, and it's a great opportunity to network. I've already been asked for work experience, which I was kind of expecting.
I think it's really important to bring students together to hear from people who are practicing journalism, you know, at the tough end of trying to keep up with everything and to sort of produce a brand, as it were, you know, in print, online, with social media, and all of those sort of things. And I think it's a really good opportunity to bring people together to talk about it and to find out what's happening in the industry.
I think it gives the students a chance to actually get some real-world experience or some knowledge that they don't get from the classrooms. So that's probably the key thing. They are going out into a very competitive world. They need to show that they have the edge. And the way they do that is they've got to be very well read, not just in terms of the course that they've studied, but actually look around them, look at the market they're going into, and understand the needs of the brands they want to work for.
There are two really big things we need from students at the moment. You need, got a whole generation of editors who are not digital natives, so we need their skills digitally. They're better equipped than we are, which is very unusual in an employment, you know, when you're employing someone. So they've got to be really good at that, but yet they've also got to show they've got classic journalism qualities. You cannot get away from what you need for good journalism. So these guys have got to have the lot.
Well, I guess at the moment one of the biggest challenges is probably getting a job at the end of it all. I think that's a big challenge, but I think the better prepared they are, the more able they are to sort of you know, go and work across all formats, and the more enthusiastic and flexible and determined they are, the better they'll get on, and I'm sure things like this will really help.
Yeah, definitely. Because what it does is it kind of breaks you out of the day-to-day routine of lectures or the typical exercises they do. So I think just to be exposed to a line of different thinking, you know, we've had 4 or 5 different talkers today, completely different areas of knowledge. I think it's great. You'll probably get 1 or 2 things from every speaker, and that will definitely spur you off into new directions.
Yes, I think days like this are really important, because I think it's really important that they come along and they hear, you know, as I've said, they hear from people who are having to, you know, cope with all these sort of changes. But also, I'm hopeful that it'll inspire people to come and have a career in what is a really fast-changing industry.
At no time have we seen such a fast pace of change. So I think all this does is to point out that no matter how experienced you are, we're all in this together. It's all changing incredibly quickly. If anybody knows where it's going, they're lying. But at least there's an understanding that you cannot rest on your laurels. You have to keep learning and keep coming to events like this so you can make sure your skills are what the industry needs.